What should now be clear is that our people and our allies will not be safe until ISIL is destroyed, not just degraded, but destroyed, not eventually, but as soon as possible. Unfortunately, almost tragically, this President Obama, remains as ideologically committed as ever to staying the course he is on and impervious to new information that would suggest otherwise, as he made quite clear during his incredible press conference yesterday in Turkey. According to the President of the United States, anyone who disagrees with him is, quote, popping off. Popping off. I guess Michael Morrell, former Deputy Secretary of the CIA, was just popping off when he said recently the downing of the Russian airliner, only the third such attack in 25 years, and the attacks in Paris, the largest in Europe since the Madrid bombings in 2004, make it crystal clear that our ISIS strategy is not working. That comes from Michael Morrell, the former deputy head of the CIA under this president. I guess Senator Dianne Feinstein, vice chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, was just popping off when she said that ISIL is not contained, ISIL is expanding, and that we need new military strategy and tactics. I guess General Jack Keane, one of my heroes, architect of the successful surge strategy in Iraq, was just popping off when he said, quote, "We are in fact losing this war. Moreover, I can say with certainty that this strategy will not defeat ISIS. This strategy will not defeat ISIS." That comes from the author of the surge which succeeded, which the president, by withdrawing all troops, allowed to go completely to waste, and the lives of brave young Americans were wasted. I guess Hillary Clinton, the president's former Secretary of State and desired successor, was just popping off when she declared her support for a no-fly zone in Syria to, quote, stop the carnage on the ground and from the air. I guess General David Petraeus was just popping off when he testified to the Armed Services Committee that the president's strategy has failed to create the military conditions to end the conflict in Syria, and that ISIL will not be defeated until we do so. And I guess James Jeffrey, a career foreign officer and the president's ambassador to Iraq, was just popping off when he wrote in the Washington Post today that the president needs to send thousands of ground troops to destroy ISIL. What all of these national security leaders recognize is the reality that is staring us right in the face. It is the president who is once again failing to grasp it. He fails to understand even now that wars don't end just because he says they are over, that our terrorist enemies are not defeated just because he says they are, and the threat posed by ISIL is not contained because he desires it to be so, and that maybe, just maybe, the growing group of his bipartisan critics might just be right. And